Let's get this up and running. Right, so I'm live, guys. So welcome to On Our Bench LFC. Just firstly, I want to talk about what this video is going to be about, which is going to be, as you can tell from the title, one German in and one out. Obviously, Timo Werner has been linked with Liverpool today. There's updates on Emre Can, so I'm going to be talking about all of that in this video. But firstly, I just want to say though, guys, thank you for all your support recently. The videos aren't going to be free flowing for the next week or so because my missus is really poorly and in and out of hospital. So yeah, I do apologise, guys, but I know you lads have told me I ain't got to apologise or anything, but of course I'm gonna, So yeah, thank you for bearing with me all. Yeah, I'm trying to do videos around, but welcome to the stream, Frono. Welcome, Jay, mate. How are you, lads? Yeah, guys. So just basically talking about like what I wanted to with this video, and that's one German in, one German out. I want to know what your guys' views are on the Timo Werner link. Hey, Michael, dude, how are you, mate? Yeah, there are fresh reports today saying that we're linked with him. We've been linked with him loads of times, like since last transfer window. LSM, welcome, mate. Yeah, we've been linked a lot with him, and it is easy to link us with him because obviously we are going to be getting Naby Keita, and the other great player at their team is Werner. So it does make sense, and we do go for both of them. He would suit Klopp's style. He would suit Liverpool Football Club. We do need a striker. I've just seen Fernando say we need a striker. We are, in my views, I think we still do need a striker. I know people disagree with that, but me personally, it would be good to get in a striker like Timo Werner. He's young. I think if I'm correct, he's 21 years old. Yeah, so he's young. A lot of reports that I've seen today likening him to Fernando Torres when Liverpool signed Fernando Torres, and he's going to be the next Fernando Torres for Liverpool. He's not going to be the next Fernando Torres for Liverpool Football Club. Hey Ryan, welcome mate. Hey, it's me. Yeah, look guys, he's not a Fernando Torres. I don't like it when people create similarities between other players. Yes, players can be very similar, but he's not going to be a Fernando Torres. He's going to be a Timo Werner. If he comes to Liverpool Football Club, he will write his own history for how he does at Liverpool Football Club. So for me personally, I definitely do feel that it would be a good acquisition for Liverpool. And I do feel that he is a player that we are in need of. I don't think Firmino can take the full flack on his own, trying to be that striker. Something that I read earlier is that if Werner comes to Liverpool, that he could easily be that 20-goal striker a season, which I know some of you guys will say that obviously Daniel Sturridge is capable of getting 20 goals a season. But if you look at the injury sides with Daniel Sturridge, we aren't guaranteed to have Sturridge fully fit for a whole season. There's no guarantees to anyone being fully fit for a whole season, but I do like these rumours, guys. I do think there is some truth to it. I do think that Klopp would be looking at him. Obviously, Klopp's look, he's German, isn't he? And he's got a lot of friends in the Bundesliga and a lot of people in the know surrounding the players that do play in the Bundesliga. He's well aware of Werner. He's well aware of his capabilities. And like I say, Werner just suits Liverpool. The way we press from the front, it's very much his game. He's got the pace that Klopp likes to obviously have in attack. His movement, his quality, he can finish. And yeah, just all round, I do think that Klopp would be interested in taking him. That's my views. Do I think that it will happen in January? I don't personally think that we'll be going for a striker in January. I think there's other key areas which a lot of you guys will agree that we need to really work on and get in January before we start looking at strikers. As we all know, we have got Firmino, we have got Daniel Sturridge and that. And yes, we do need that striker, like I say, but I think that we could possibly wait until next summer to sort that out. We have got people in the team that can score goals. So yeah, it's good, guys. It is a good link, and like I say, I did the title of this video is one German in and one German out, and that's because Emre Can basically. If we talk about Can quickly, Emre Can's representatives apparently met with Juventus representatives over the weekend. So it's something that we know has been on the cards for a long time. Sorry, guys, if you can hear my voice. I'm very tired at the moment. There's a lot going on in that personally. So I am not feeling great, if you know what I mean. So bear with me if my voice is annoying. Yeah, it is something that we have known. It's been going on in the background that Juventus are looking into Emre Can, but they're not the only team that would be trying to take Emre Can away. If he goes on a free, then every club's going to want to take him, aren't they? Let's face it. So I do definitely feel that there is truth to the Juventus and Emre Can link. I do think that the representatives probably did meet. I'm not too sure because I'm not in there. I'm not capable at the moment to do all the research that I normally do, but I have read the odd link saying that it looks like it is true that they did meet. But this is going to happen, guys. It's not just Juventus that will be meeting up with him. Be loads of different representatives meeting up with his representatives and stuff. That goes on in football. So it's not something that I'm worried about because I've kind of got my head round that Emre Can will go. Not saying that it is final. There's still a chance that Liverpool could secure his services for the future. Klopp doesn't seem too worried about it, but, you know, like I say, Klopp has spoke about it a bit recently, and it's kind of as if he hinted that we need to get this like done one way or another. He's either going or he's staying, you know. And I don't know, guys. I still am kind of got my head in it that Chan will be leaving it by next summer. I don't think Emre Can will be a Liverpool football player. But what I do hope is that he does go to someone like Juventus and doesn't go to another Premier League rival. You know, I think that would be really, really harsh for him to do that. But on the other hand, we can't stand in his way, and he's not like a Liverpoolian, you know, like your Gerrards, Carragher's that would never go to like a Man United or whatever. Football's different these days, and you do see players go to their rivals and stuff, and it is a little bit difficult to judge what would happen in the future with things like that. But money talks, and whoever stumps up with the money for Emre Can, he'll go to. So I do hope that it is someone more like Juventus than it is the other way. But obviously, if we lose Emre Can and we get in Timo Werner, would you guys be happy with that? It is a midfielder going out and a striker coming in, but for me, it depends on other movements. It does depend whether we sort out the centre-back issue. It does depend whether, you know, if Naby Keita comes in next year, he's going to go into the starting 11 straight away, isn't he? We know that, guys. There's a lot of talk about maybe him still coming in January. So he will come in and fit straight into midfield. I can't see Klopp doing what we've done to secure Naby Keita, the way it's gone about for him to come in and sit on the bench. That's not going to happen. I think he's going to come straight in and go straight into the starting 11. There might be a bedding period, but not too much because he already does play the Liverpool way, in my opinion. So I do feel that Emre Can going, we have got a player coming in that will fill that void that Emre Can does play. But there's other areas that Liverpool need to worry about strengthening. You know what I mean? Like, we need that spine. Naby Keita could well be part of the midfield spine. We need centre-back, you know, like... I have seen as well, and I think you guys that have followed the media now are probably seeing Gomez is getting a lot of like praise in it at the moment, which I think he deserves it, guys. I think a lot. What I saw earlier basically was that a lot of people are saying that Joe Gomez has been our best defender this season. He's been the most consistent. I don't know whether I can agree on that because I don't feel like the whole of the defence has been very consistent throughout, but he has been a good player for us, and I think he's got a big future. I would like to see him paired with Matic to see how that goes. But come January, I think we're all under the agreement that Virgil or another centre-back needs to come in. Midfield, if Naby Keita don't come in January, then obviously it's an area that we have got people to play in at the moment. If Emre Can is still being that. Henson did well in that game against Huddersfield. For me, guys, we haven't really been able to speak too much about the Huddersfield game, but I definitely feel that in the first half, we were shit. I don't feel like Liverpool did very well in the first half. Second half, a lot better. For me this year, the movement's been very poor from Liverpool. When we're attacking, they look very static. They don't look like they're moving too much, which is something that we kind of got used to. When Klopp first come in, the movement was really good as well as the pressing. And I don't feel that the movement's been fantastic so far. And I still don't think we was at our flying best against Huddersfield. So, yeah, it's something that I feel we do still need to work on. But talking about the ins and outs and things, I'm hoping that we can get in people in January that helps take us to that next step for the end of the season, ready for next summer when we can maybe get in the big lads, if you know what I mean, and really push on for the title next year. I think it's kind of lost for me this year, guys. I don't think we're going to do much as far as a title push this year, but it's just my views. I'm hoping I'm proved wrong with that one. But yeah, I'd like to know your views on it, guys. Do you think we're done? Or do you think we got a chance come January? Do you think we are going to do you think we're going to get the players in that we need? Or do you think we're going to see a typical transfer window from Liverpool Football Club? That's my worries at the moment, guys. So I've kind of spoke about what I wanted to speak about in this one. Obviously, Liverpool got Maribor on Wednesday. If I can't do a match build-up show like what I normally do, then I'll just touch on it quickly now, guys. Because obviously, like I said, for any of you that missed it, I'm very busy with my missus being ill and that at the moment. I'm not able to fully commit to the channel just at this point in time. Should be back in hospital on Wednesday, so I don't even know whether I can do much around this game or whether I'll be able to watch it myself yet. But obviously, I will try my best, guys. You know I will. But yeah, let's just talk about that game. It's a must-win again, guys. Every game's a must-win game for Liverpool, especially at the moment. But I think, personally, looking at it, Maribor coming to Liverpool, we've already beat them at their ground comfortably. So I can't see there being much pressure on Liverpool in this game. We've had a good result against Huddersfield, even though we wasn't at our best. So hopefully, against Maribor, we can literally just go into this one full of confidence. I think Maribor are going to come to Anfield and really try and go at us in the first half. If we put away a couple of early goals, we'll kill the game off, guys. I think then it would be a training game. I think Liverpool could finish that game within the first 20 minutes. If we get a couple of goals, their heads will drop. They're going to come and try and fight, but everything's against them, you know. They're at Anfield. The score's already against them. You know, like, if they already know that they can get a hammer in from Liverpool. That's what I meant with that one. So I do feel that this game is easily for the taking. But yeah, my scoreline prediction is probably, it's going to be something silly like 4-0, guys. 5-0 to Liverpool. I can't see them causing us a problem defensively again. I really do feel that being at Anfield as well, Liverpool are really going to want to make up for everything that's been going wrong at the moment. So another good performance wouldn't go amiss, would it, guys? Let's face it. So I think the players are going to be key for that. But the main talking point for me going into Maribor is I want to see Chamberlain start this game. What's your guys' views on it? I will jump to the comments in a minute, guys, and I will read your comments. I do feel that Chamberlain needs to start in this game. I feel like he needs to get some more game time. Do you know what I mean? There's other players as well. I think I'd like to see Woodburn come into the... It is a must-win, but I'd like to see some of the other players get game time, you know. So let me know, guys. Put in the comment section your score prediction, who you'd like to see come in and start this one. I don't think Maribor are going to really cause us any problems. So I think that we can put in a couple of players that wouldn't normally start for Liverpool. But I'd like to know what your guys think. So put it in the comment section. I'm going to go to the comments now, start to read what you guys are saying, and just have a general chit-chat with you guys for a little bit. So we've got Ferno, Jay, Michael, LSM. LSM says, I wouldn't mind Werner. I like Sturridge, but he would need to make room for Werner. Yeah, definitely LSM, but I don't think we would get him. Interesting, mate. Interesting. Not too bad, mate. Good to hear it, Michael, mate. Welcome all you lads to the stream. Thank you for joining me today. And I do apologise, guys, that I haven't been able to do my usual where I'm uploading constantly and speaking to you guys throughout the day and that. I just can't at the moment, guys. Like I say, my missus is very, very poorly, so I do apologise. Is he a mank? Ryan is, mate, yeah. Werner said that there was no surprise that Keita left for Liverpool because it's a huge club. Yeah, I know, Ferno, mate. I think he's kind of trying to leave the door open, and he's not stupid. He's not going to say anything that's going to incriminate him with his own club, but he's not also going to close the door and move to Liverpool, is he? Because if he could move to Liverpool, it is a step up for him from that club, isn't it? So that's good. As long as you don't troll, says LSM, feel welcome. Yeah, it is me, the Man U fan. Sorry I've not been on in a while. Don't you worry, Ryan, mate. It's not a problem, mate. Some of you guys can tune in as much as you want. Other reviews are busy with work and school and that, and I appreciate that, guys. I'm just grateful for when you do tune in or leave your comments and, leave a thumbs up on this stream for me, guys, anyone to see. But when you leave thumbs up on that, I appreciate everyone's support. You know, you guys are all really quality. And at the moment, I've had a lot of messages saying about my missus and hoping that she gets better soon. So it does mean a lot, guys, and it doesn't go unnoticed, if you know what I mean. I do know my true followers and subscribers and that are, and you're all absolute legends. It does mean the world, guys. It said Firmino and Sturridge together could score 20+ goals, but I don't think Sturridge and Firmino could do it on their own. Yeah, for me, Firmino's used as a playmaker more than a striker. He could get 20+ goals in a season, but not in the Premier League for me, you know. It would be across the board if we had a good run in the other cups and stuff. Sturridge could easily score them goals, couldn't he, if he stayed fit? But it's a question of his fitness, isn't it, for Sturridge at the moment, you know. So Michael says, hi, Ryan, mate. Welcome to the stream. Ryan says, hey, Michael. Werner, I know that you said you don't like comparisons, but Keita and Werner will be like Gerrard and Therese. Has the potential to be that good. It's interesting, Ferno, mate. Obviously, Gerrard and Fernando Torres, great partnership there. They were quality, and it was a dream to watch those two play in their primes. I, for one, really, really liked and enjoyed watching them play. I think they was a partnership that aren't rivaled by many, if you know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? So I was very, very fortunate to be able to watch them and stuff. And yeah, if they could be anything like that Furno, then I'd be really happy, you know, mate. So, Matt, welcome to the stream, Matt, mate. How are you today? What's up, yo? What's up, Matt, my friend? Is Werner good? He's very good, Michael, mate. He's only young. He's still got a lot of room for improvement, and he's still got work on parts of his game. But from what I've read, I think he is 21. So, like I say, he's young, but he's very talented, mate. He's very quick. His movement's good. He's sharp. He's a bit of a poacher. I think he would be a really good acquisition for Liverpool. But I feel the only reason we would get in Werner is if someone like Sturridge or whatever was to leave. But there's a lot of talk of Danny Ings going. Obviously, Origi could go by next summer. So Werner could possibly be the next striker to come into Liverpool Football Club. If those two were to go, then we would be looking to sign another striker. That's even if Firmino stays as a striker and Daniel Sturridge stays playing a bit part player like he has been. Obviously, Sturridge got a goal in the last game, and it would be really good to see Sturridge get a run of games and stay fit. I would love that more than anything because he is a Liverpool football player, and I do hope that he does well. Like I say, though, guys, you all know my views on him. Like, if he can't keep his injuries at bay, then to kick on and to win a title, Sturridge can't play as our main striker, you know. So we would have to buy in another main striker like Werner or whatever, because I think that Firmino will end up dropping to midfield. I really can't see Klopp persisting with keeping Firmino as that striker. If there's a tactics change, Firmino will be more of a playing off the striker sort of player and not our main striker, you know, in the future. Furno says he's rapid, he can finish. Yeah, sums him up, doesn't it, mate? Cool, hope we get him in January then. 100%, mate. Furno, 20 plus goals last season in the Bundesliga. He is a quality finisher, Michael, mate. Well, that is some goal record. He is really good. I don't know how many goals he got last year. I haven't looked up his stats fully because I haven't had the chance, but I know he's very good and he's very highly sought after. So, Matt says we need a partner for Salah. He will score and have a lot more assists. Yeah, playing as that front three is kind of like, if we did get in someone like Werner, he would work very well with like your Mane, Coutinho, Salah. That's if Coutinho stays gone next summer, you know. If Coutinho goes, then I can't see why we wouldn't go in for someone like Werner and someone like Lamar. I think for the Coutinho's money, if he does go for 150 million, I reckon we could easily get in Lamar and Werner next summer. That wouldn't happen for that price in January because the prices are inflated. But next summer, if it was to happen, I can't see why we couldn't get in them two players. Not that I think we need to get in them two players. I feel that defence and I personally think that we need a specialist holding midfielder as well to come in before we start to see strikers and that come in. I know we need that spine, but for me, you need to work from the back and work your way up. Interesting as well, guys. Mignolet come out, didn't he, and spoke. I don't know whether you guys have seen it, where he said that playing for Liverpool Football Club and especially being Liverpool's #1 goalkeeper, you expect to get criticism. So he's not fazed by everything. He is part and parcel of the job. But for me, that's bullshit. He's just putting a brave face on it. You're not going to be happy getting criticism, you know. Like, for me personally, even, I'm not a professional footballer, but even doing this channel, if someone leaves a shitty comment on it, you know, with all the hard work that you put in, when you see something negative about yourself after you've done all that hard work, it does play on your mind, you know, and it doesn't matter what it is. Be it this or if you're in your job at work and you're putting in the hours, you're doing the overtime, and you're not getting the recognition that you deserve off your bosses or whatever, you know, then it's hard in life. So I think Mignolet's just kind of putting on a brave face. It doesn't want to show that it is affecting him. Of course, it will be affecting him. And of course, being a Liverpool #1 goalkeeper, that bloke will not be happy not playing in the Champions League. There's no football player out there that can sit there and honestly say that to sit and watch the Champions League from the sideline when you've helped get into the Champions League is something that you're all right with. It's bullshit, guys. Absolute bullshit, you know. Let's go back to the comments. Fernando says Moreno has been our best defender this season, and that says something. I don't know, man. He has been consistent, hasn't he? For me, I do feel that Matip has been hurt by not having a great partnership with another centre-back, but they've all made mistakes across that back line. And not just the back line, the goalkeepers have made mistakes, the midfield's made mistakes, the strikers have made mistakes. So, for me, there's not one consistent player in the team at the moment. You know, Salah's been fantastic, but he hasn't consistently banged in goals when he's had all the chances, you know. So, I feel that consistency is Liverpool's major problem at the moment, and it's something that we need to work on. If we can get our confidence levels back up, then the consistency will come with it and it will follow. So I'm not too worried, even though we have been poor recently. It's a matter of time to get the consistency levels back up. And adding players to the squad might not help the consistency levels because, again, it's like you're starting new with new players. But what it will do is give you options. And if a player's playing bad, like say Henson has a bad game, you can pull him off, you know, because you've got Naby Keita to put on. I'm not saying that it will be them players, but do you know what I mean? Like, options will help. So come January and next summer, Liverpool's consistency should be eradicated. And that's what I'm looking to see because we're well aware that we can blow away teams. We're well aware that we can do well against the top teams. And we're well aware that we can also do shit against the lower teams. And we've had a couple of bad games, haven't we, this year, guys? Let's face it. So it's balancing that out, you know. Like, I'd be happy with a 1-0 win every single game of the season rather than blitzing a team 5-0, which I kind of feel like at the moment Liverpool either hammer a team or we get hammered or do shit or drop points sillily, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I just want to see it balanced out a bit, evened out, and that consistency brought back into the game. Michael says Gomez should be playing more. Gomez is featured a hell of a lot at the moment, but I want to see him play as centre-back, don't you, Michael? You know, I think that's my thing. I want to see Gomez paired with Matip. That whole Lovren being injured thing, a lot of people are saying that, you know, there's more to it, that it's because of everything that's going on and the criticism that he's took, that he was like, oh, yeah, I can't play because of, like, an injury or whatever. But I don't know, man. Like, for me, he probably is slightly injured. There was talk that he was injured anyway and playing for an injury. And if you are playing for an injury and when you're getting criticism for how you're playing, would you really put yourself through it? I don't think you would. So I think it's a bit of everything with the Lovren situation. So not too sure on any more of that because, like I say, I can't do my usual where I'm looking into every single avenue of it all and looking into every detail. But what I can do is say and comment on what I am seeing. So if I do miss anything, guys, feel free to put it in the comment section. And if I don't know about it, then please enlighten me because, like I say, I just ain't got the time at the moment, guys, to do it how I normally do it. But hopefully, once my missus has been in hospital on Wednesday, we know whether she's having the operation or whatever. I can't go into too much detail, but at least then I might be able to do more back on the channel like I normally do. It should hopefully go back to normal, you know. So, but I will keep you guys updated on that situation. Matt says, I will not be happy. We haven't replaced Saka. We will not replace Emre Can. We're not going to replace Coutinho. Hopefully, they splash the cash and quality signing and prove me wrong. Hopefully, Matt, mate, I do hope that you'll prove wrong there, mate. I hope as well that I am, because like I say, when you look into the net spend, it's not great for Liverpool Football Club at the moment. It's not the worst, but it's not great, is it? So I do feel that if a player like Coutinho's quality goes and we get 150 million for him, I want to see 150 million plus our budget that we had before that go into strengthening the squad and the team, you know. Like, if you lose one of your best players, you need to get in a player that is going to be one of your best players. Not getting 2-3 players that maybe become a world-class player in 4 years. No, Liverpool Football Club have done that for far too long. What we need to do now is get in the players that can take us to that next step. Now, Klopp likes to work with players that aren't big names because he doesn't feel that they always commit fully to the cause. But you do need a certain amount of them in your team as well, guys. And the fact that all of Liverpool's older, experienced players like your Gerrards and that are now moved on, then players need to step up and fill that void, you know. And if we ain't got players that can do that, like James Milner's one of them players at the moment. Hence why I feel we should start more games. But if we haven't got that in the squad at the moment, if people like Henson and that aren't going to step up every game, then we need to get someone in that can do that every game, you know. Like I say, it comes down to the consistency thing, doesn't it, as well? Trevor says we won't do nothing big this season because every team starts with a defence and a world-class goalkeeper, and we don't have one. And we have the worst save percentage rate keeper in the Prem. Yeah, a strong defence. If you don't concede goals in a game, it only takes one goal to win that game. And it's something that Liverpool haven't done for a long time. The defensive side of our game hasn't been strong since, I can't even remember when. Back when Benitez was in and we had Jamie Carragher, Sami Hyypiä and all, you know what I mean? Like, that was a good defence that we had back then, you know. And since then, under Rodgers, under Klopp, it's not been great. But then, to be honest, Klopp still kind of got the same defence as what Rodgers had. So I don't expect a major improvement. Yes, I feel that by now Klopp and Liverpool Football Club, whoever it comes down to, should have sorted that problem out. But I don't know, for whatever reason, why it hasn't been sorted out yet. but I'm hoping that now their eyes are open to it and they're going to sort it in January. If we get to the end of the January transfer window and we haven't sorted out the centre back and we don't buy another centre back, then there's uproar, isn't there, guys? I, for one, will be fuming because it is something that we need to strengthen on. And I know a lot of you guys will be exactly the same as me on that one. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt until January. Even though I was disappointed with last transfer window, I'm still saying that, all right, in January then, sort that problem out. But if they don't do it then, what can you say? You can't take any positives from that situation if we don't sort it in January, can you? If they come out and say we can't get our targets in January, I'm sorry, but we hear that every single transfer window, don't we? We've heard that for years now, and it just wouldn't be good enough, would it, guys? It should, if that's the case, and they can't get our targets in January because it's mid-season, they should have bloody sorted it out in the last one, shouldn't they? Let's be honest. So, LSM says, Gomez centre-back, please. 100% LSM, totally agree. We have the worst top 6 squad. Other teams have improved, but not us. I think we have improved on squad depth, but we're still missing. You've got to remember, we're missing Lallana, we're missing Kleiny, and we're missing Mane at the moment. Coutinho, there was a lot surrounding him, you know. Players up Firmino, his form's dropped. So if you put it that way, we're without a lot of our best performing players at the moment. Half our team aren't performing to what we know they can as well. So the key area is, yes, it doesn't look like we've improved because of our form, but we have improved, but maybe not in the areas that we should have improved. Does that make sense? Do you reckon? Do you agree with that? Maybe if we put it that way, Salah has been a team, a still 100% LSM. I think for the price that we got him, absolute bargain. If you look at Salah and what he's bringing to Liverpool Football Club for the price that we paid for him, and when you look at what Coutinho's doing, if you put them both with how they're doing, and then you ask who's the player that's worth over 100 million, who's the one that's worth less than 100 million, at the moment you would say Mohamed Salah, wouldn't you? But really, I personally would say Salah at the moment. We're well aware of Coutinho's capabilities though, so let's not undermine his capabilities as well, you know. Matt says FSG policy sucks. They are willing to overpay a player like Lovren Mignolet but won't buy a class player and pay the appropriate wage. They're wasting more money. Yeah, I don't agree with FSG's policy either, Matt, mate. It's not right. They come in with it with a money ball system. That's the way they wanted to do the wages and things, but it doesn't work in football. It might work in baseball, but it don't fucking work in football. And they was ill-advised when they first come into Liverpool. They had the wrong advisors in place. Now they've got better advisors, but I'm looking to see more of an improvement and a progression on what I have already seen. That's why, for me, guys, I'm saying let's give them January, let's give them next summer. If we don't see an improvement from there, then, yeah, that's it, innit, guys? That's the chopping block then. For me, personally, I know you guys, a lot of you have already had it up to here with it all, and I'm not happy either, and definitely with the FSG situation. Since doing my digging and looking into things a lot more, like the facts, if you know what I mean, I have started to change my opinion on FSG. On the other hand, though, I'm not going to say that we need them gone because it's better the devil that you know. You know what I mean? Like, it's that old saying, I've said it a few times on my channel recently, that I do feel personally that you look at the Gillette and Pricks era, if FSG went and we sold to someone that has got the money but then fucks us over even more, then we're in a dire situation. I don't think that would happen. I think that if FSG are to sell Liverpool, I think it would be to a Liverpool supporter that will put everything into a club, because I don't think FSG are going to sell lightly. I think that they're well aware that they're sitting on a really nice nest egg, and that they're more than capable of raking in money over the next few years and even doubling the profit that they would have made already if they sell us now. Within the next 2 years, the club will be worth even more money than what it already is. So they don't want to sell. But if someone does stump up the amount of money that it would take for FSG to sell, then they're going to be serious about taking over Liverpool Football Club. So that's my views on the sale of Liverpool at the moment, you know. So Michael says FSG are a joke. Yeah, they are indeed, mate. That's what we're just talking about, innit? Salah assist is too low. He should have got more by now, says Matt. He's still working. It's still new for him, you know. Like he's coming to a new team. He's not doing too bad, is he? So I do think that we got to give him a bit of time. He's been our best player for me at the moment. Since Mane's been out and out, I think he's been fantastic, you know. So I do feel that we have to give him a bit more time to see the best of him. But he's been a quality signing so far, hasn't he? And I think the assists and that will come, mate. It was a Maverick, yeah, spot on. Get 2 in first half, 1 in second half. They are just going to try and keep the score down. So that's about Maribor. I take it, Maverick, mate. Sorry, guys, I think I'm a bit behind as normal, but I wanted to talk a bit. You know, I haven't been able to do much recently. So when I am reading a comment, I'm trying to talk to you guys and give you more instead of just reading it and just giving you a blunt answer. You know what I mean? I'm trying to actually give you a valid conversation, you know. I'm trying anyway, guys. But I'd start Chamberlain and Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson needs a new contract. Yeah, Harry Wilson's got a big future ahead, guys. Can't wait to see him start to be coming into the first team, you know. I think that'd be quality the day that happens. Their transfer committee now is worse than Rodgers. Remember Klopp praised Scout for Slanky signing? The committee is there to stay. Bring back Ian Air. Oh, oh, God. Is it that bad that we need to bring back Ian Air? Fucking hell. Can you imagine that, eh? Ferno, he's 21. Lol. Yeah. You're going to be on about Timo Werner, aren't you there, mate? Maverick agreed that it's worth experimenting this game from start or definitely from the beginning of the second half. Don't care who he's on as long as it represents a viable plan B or C. Hashtag you'll never walk alone. Very good point, Maverick, mate. Exactly the same as I feel. I don't feel that they're going to trouble us too much, so why not put in 1 or 2 players that doesn't normally get a start for Liverpool? You know, like, if you put on Woodburn, Chamberlain, then they're more than capable of putting goals past them, aren't they, and creating things. So I don't think it would really hurt us too much to do that. Like you say, maybe in the second half, if we get a couple of goals in the first half, then bring them on, innit, or something. But I want to see Chamberlain start this one. He played for Arsenal Football Club, you know, like he's not a youngster anymore. He's got experience, so I can't see why he can't start this one. Mate, The Walking Dead tonight, awesome. Yes, Radiator, mate. For one, we'll try and watch that when I can. I might not be able to watch it tonight, but hopefully I can watch it soon. Ferno Mane at striker and Ox left wing. I would love to see Mane try the striker, mate. I think he's clinical finisher anyway. With his left hand right, he's got pace, he's got great movement. He can even score with his head, can't he? So for me, I don't see why he can't do it. I think we should get Demari Gray, awesome player. He is a quality player. I think he's probably got a bright future, but he's one of them players that does worry me because I feel like he'd get his big move and then he might throw it away, you know, like Sahara and things like that. Like, just strikes me as that type of player that I think he'll let things get to his head. He seems a bit big-headed, doesn't he? So, I don't know. I could be completely wrong. He might go on to do amazing things. He's got talent, that's for sure. We need a good centre-back in January because our defence is awful, says Michael. Yeah, definitely, Michael, mate. I do agree with you there, buddy. As much as I think that Sturridge is finished, I was so happy for him when he got his 100th club goal. Yeah, same here, Ferno, mate. Same here. Jake, Emre Can is better than Wijnaldum and Hendo, young and more direct. Clavan didn't get bummed on weekend. That's something new. Yeah, mate. How you doing, Jake, mate? Are you all right, buddy? It's good to see you on board tonight, mate. Maverick, is Timo in the German squad? How many caps does he have? I'm not too sure on his stats at the moment, Maverick, mate. You know I like my stats normally, but just ain't got a chance to look it up or whatever. But he does feature for Germany, and I think he's going to be probably their striker in the near future. I think that he'll be their number 1 striker. They've got some talent, ain't they, in that squad, let's face it. But he's more than capable of starting for Germany, in my opinion, from what I've seen of him anyway. But I'm not one of these people that has followed him closely, but I do like him as a player, and I have watched games with him in. So, and I liked what I saw, to be honest. Ferno, he deserved it. I was happy for Dan also. Well done on getting his 100th goal. Yeah, 100% shout out to Daniel Sturridge. He did all right, didn't he, guys? He has done all right. Like I say, it's his injuries that worries me. And for me, you know, you guys are well aware of my views on him at the moment. I praise Sturridge for when he does good, but also you've got to be honest with it. And too many people aren't honest when it comes to football players because they love the player. They don't look at it honestly. And my honest opinion is, do you really feel that Liverpool could go on and win the title with Daniel Sturridge being in and out of the team consistently with injuries? I'm not too sure that will help unless we've got another out-and-out striker. Daniel Sturridge isn't our first-choice striker anymore. And Klopp sees that, and Sturridge knows that, because otherwise I think Sturridge would have left, wouldn't he? So, but I don't want to keep talking about Sturridge, you know. Like, congratulations on his 100th goal, but, yeah, for me, I'd love to see another striker come in, guys. We need to get you to 10,000, says Jake. Subscribers, mate, before Christmas. 10,000 before Christmas. I'm guessing you mean 1,000, mate, because if I got to 10,000 before Christmas, bloody hell, that would be madness, wouldn't it? But yeah, any support from you guys would be muchly appreciated. It's growing really well. I think when I do my live streams during the games, they do seem to be quite popular. So, yeah, I don't know why you guys want to see my ugly mug when the game's on, or listen to my opinions. But I'm aware I have been messaged saying that some people aren't able to watch the games. And they do like to listen to me babble on about the game, like why it's on because they can't see it or whatever. So if that's something that you guys like and that, then I'm more than willing to do it. Like I say, Wednesday, my missus goes into hospital in the morning. I'm not too sure whether I'll even be able to watch a game, so I don't know whether I can do it. But if I can, guys, then just keep an eye out on the channel when the game's about to start, 10 minutes before or whatever. And yeah, if I'm able to do it, I will. You guys know I do everything for you, like if I can, So you deserve way fucking more. Oh, thanks, Jake, mate. Cheers, lad. You're an absolute legend for saying that, Jake, mate. Michael, well done, Daz. I'm reaching 1K subs. Am I at 1K? I'm close, I think I am close, Michael. I don't know how many I have got. I know it's over 900, but I'm not too sure whether it is 1,000 just yet. Will says, is there any chance of Werner when so-called bigger clubs are linked to? Good question, Will, mate. Good question. Welcome to the stream tonight, mate. It is a difficult one, Will, because we're not going to be the only team that are interested in getting Werner because of his quality. But I do feel with us bringing in Naby next year, they are friends. They are close. They know how each other plays. Klopp being German, there's a lot of aspects as to why Liverpool would be a good prospect for a move for him, It is a step up. So I can't see why he wouldn't want to come to Liverpool. But on the other hand, it does depend who else comes in for him, There's always that doubt in world of football. But we've seen players turn down other big teams and go. It depends on what he wants and where he sees his future as well. He might not even see his future in the Premier League. He might see his future in the Spanish league, So if someone like Barcelona or whatever come in for him, Atletico like players like him, then possibly he could fancy a move to them. So we're just going to have to wait and see on it, mate. But very good question there, though, Will, mate. Matt, we really need a proper defensive midfielder and a centre-back in January. Yeah, I do agree, mate. I want to see a specialist midfielder come in, a holding midfielder, someone that isn't fussed about what goes on ahead of them, apart from sitting in front of the two centre-backs and stopping everything that comes their way. I do feel when we lost Lucas, we lost our only player that really knew that role fully. Emre Can does know that role. Henderson's still learning that role for me. Even though he's played it quite a bit, people do need to kind of bear it in mind that that's not Henderson's natural role. So I would like to see someone that's come in and played that role from 3 years old. Do you know what I mean? Like they was playing that role in their mum's womb. Like they was literally like 2 weeks premature because they was holding. They're that good of a holding midfielder that they was holding out. That's what I want to see. Someone that just literally lives and breathes defending as a midfielder. That's all I want to see, guys. I can't say it enough more. Like that's someone that we do miss. And we do lack that in our team. And for too long, I think we've been crying out for that player, Matic went to Man United, the scum, don't really want to talk about him, but he did go there and I was disappointed because I thought that he was a player that Liverpool could have got in. And when I spoke about that to some of my friends and that, they was like, nah, fuck off, he's shit, you know what I mean? Like, we don't want him, blah, 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 and all that crap. And I was literally like, are you mad? Like, he will do really well at Man United. Is he doing bad at Man United? Is he fuck? He's a quality player. He's a specialist holding midfielder. And whether Klopp likes players like that, and Klopp come out before and said it's not about the first ball, and that's why you don't need an out-and-out holding midfielder. It's about the second balls. You do still need that specialist holding midfielder. I don't care whether you're Jurgen Klopp, whether you're the king, whoever you are, you know what I mean? Like, football is a tactics game, and it's about 11 men on a pitch. Now, it's the same as saying that you don't need a specialist goalkeeper in goal because your defence is going to be that good that there's not going to be any shots on goal. Do you see where I'm going with it, guys? For me, Liverpool would be naive not to get a specialist holding midfielder in. It's not working at the moment with the lads that we got, is it? So I do feel that we need to get that in and definitely a centre-back, Matt. So you're right there, mate. Jake, reckon we will do sick when Coutinho, Klein, Lallana and Mane comes back. Well, you look there, right? That's Coutinho, Mane, Lallana and Klein. That's 4 out of 11 players that are going to come into the starting 11. And I know it's been a bad run of form and we've all been disappointed in that. But when you just look at them players that are coming back in, any team will dip in form when they're without their best players. And you've got to say that they are like our starting 11 best kind of players, aren't they? They really are, you know. So, yeah, and I'm hoping when Klein comes back, Gomez can pair up with Matip, because I think that would make us stronger as well defensively. So, yeah, definitely, mate. Can't wait for that one. Prime Matip, Gomez, Moreno. Big shout there, Jake, mate. That's exactly what I'd like to see. I'd also like to see Robertson get given a chance as well. He's kind of bugging me that he's not getting game time. I would rather see Gomez play than the Donkey Lovren. Yeah, exactly, mate. Well, you nearly have 1K subs. Oh, wicked, man. That is cool. Yeah, it's growing. It is doing well, you know. And anyone that's been a subscriber for time, you're all legends. You stuck by me from the beginning, you know. Yeah, I can't tell you how much it means to me, guys. Your support is amazing. And to anyone that's new to the channel, welcome on board. I love getting all your guys' views. It's one of the reasons I did start this channel, is to be able to talk to fellow Liverpool supporters, is to be able to get your views on everything that's going on, give you my views, we can have discussions on it, and we get to have a laugh as well, don't we? On some of these streams and that, we can have a right laugh on that, don't we? We have had some wicked streams that have gone on for like 5 hours. Some of the lads will say to some of you new subscribers, we've had some mental streams and it's been quality. Maverick says, hope when Klein and Lallana back, we can get some consistency. If not, we are going to yo-yo 4th or 5th. Yeah, exactly, my friend. Ferno, I watched Poland game on Polish, and trust me, makes a difference. Without him there was no leadership. Oh, really? It's interesting. Michael, come on, guys, hit the like button. Thank you very much, Michael, mate. Yeah, thumbs up would be muchly appreciated, guys. Does mean a lot, all your support, as I say. Maverick says, done, Mike. Thank you, Maverick, mate, you legend. Ferno, I'll check him out later. Thanks for suggesting. Yeah, that's one to check there, guys. Yeah, he's a great player, Matt. Had him, where did that go? Jumped. Give me 2 seconds, mate, and I'll be right back with your comment. Had him, Ashley Lamar, perfect replace for Coutinho. Yeah, there's been a lot of calls for that, mate. A lot of people have said that. Welcome to the stream, buddy. A lot of people have been saying that Lamar would be a great replacement for him. I'm not qualming that. My thing is if Coutinho goes, the money that we get for Coutinho and the budget that we've already got, as long as we get in the centre-backs to sort out our defensive side of the game, whether that's goalkeeper, centre-back, defensive holding midfielder or whatever, that's the positions that I want to see dealt with first, and then hopefully we've still got the funds for Lamar or whatever, you know. So, but yeah, it's definitely a good shout there, mate. Maverick, Jan going to need a lot of luck. No guarantees, and you can't be held to ransom or have other clubs take the piss in negotiations. Yeah, and people are well aware that we need centre-backs and that we've got defensive problems. So they are going to try and play silly buggers with Liverpool. So it is going to be a hard January. But on the other hand, I don't care what it takes. I think you guys will agree with me. We just need to fucking get it sorted, don't we? You know, it's Liverpool's fault for not sorting it out until now, isn't it? Let's face it. If I had sorted out our centre-back situation a couple of years ago when Klopp come in, then we wouldn't be looking at paying as much money as what we are for defenders, would we? So it is their fault, and if they got to pay well over the odds for a player, so be it. Just fucking do it, innit? You know. Fernando Salah scored more goals than Ronaldo and Suarez, and is on the same amount of goals as Neymar. There you go, mate. Stats don't lie. Do you think we will get 110 million for Coutinho? Personally, I think 90 plus, but we'll buy their hand off for 100 plus. It does depend for me, Maverick. It's a good question, mate. It does depend for me whether it's January or the summer. I don't think he's going anywhere in January. Don't get me wrong. But if there was a sale in January, then we'd be getting an extra 30, 40 million on top. It's just the way it is. In January, the players' prices are inflated. Liverpool don't want to sell him. Barcelona really want him. They're going to have to pay well over the odds for him. I think if it comes to next summer and Liverpool need the funds, he could probably go for around 100 to 110 million plus add-ons. I think we'd take as little as that, as much as that would peeve all of us fans, because we want to see as much money as what comes in. But if you look at it realistically, I think 110 million plus some add-ons would sway Liverpool if we need the money to get other players, which we shouldn't need the fucking money from players to buy in new quality. But on the other hand, that's the way our club's being run at the moment, and you can tell that from the net spend and that. So that's kind of where I see it going with that one, mate. I've had it with FSG. They are a disgrace. Yes, Michael, I know, buddy. Maverick, I think we have to wait till start of next season to see what FSG are really made of. Like I say, the chopping block for me is after next summer's transfer window. If all of our problems haven't been sorted out by then, I think they've had more than enough time under Jurgen Klopp to sort it out, you know. Then questions have got to be asked of everyone at the club. if we haven't sorted out centre back, if we haven't sorted out holding midfielder, I think we will have by then. But if we haven't, then for me, then I'm going to start saying, right, well, maybe you're not right in that situation. Maybe you're not right there. You know, FSG, you was hanging on with a thread. Now there's no argument to say that you are going to be the right owners to take us forward. You know, things like that, and they're not going to help the case, their cause, are they? Basically, if they don't sort them areas out, you know. Shamash, no defence and a poor goalkeeper. Look at Pep, Mourinho, how they address their issues, and now look at them when they have amazing attack and a good midfield. If Moreno is our best defender, then there is something wrong. Defence is key, mate. Defence is key. We know that. Mitchell, welcome aboard, my friend. Thank you for joining me tonight, Mitchell. He's Sports United, mate. Wouldn't have him. He's Sports United. Who are you on about with that one, Mitchell, mate? I'm sorry, mate. I'm a little bit behind on the comments, so if you're still there, mate, and you could just fill me in on that one, I'd appreciate that. Maverick, we probably loan Stephen Colcutt again. On a serious note, I could see another Clavan type signing. I fucking hope not, mate. You know what I mean? I do hope that we don't see another signing like that. I think we need to sort it out as soon as possible. Whether that means paying 100 million for a centre back, which is a disgrace, but whether it does mean that, I think we've got to do it. But if we do see another signing like Clavan come in, what's the fucking point? You might as well just keep what we've got at the moment. Gavin Ennis, hey Rossi, how you doing, my friend? All right, lads, how are the FTM crew? I'm good, mate. How are you, Gavin, mate? Welcome tonight, mate. It's good to have you back on the stream. Decent win at the weekend. Let's see how the season pans out first, and then maybe FSG will sell. Fingers crossed. Yeah, exactly, mate. I'm glad you've joined me tonight, Rossi, mate. How are you, buddy? I hope you're all well. Hope the new job's still going good for you, mate. Radiator says Icardi. Icardi's a good shout, mate. He's a quality player. What's the update on Mane, Daz? When is he due back? Not too sure at the moment, Michael, mate. There was a lot of talk, wasn't there, to do with him coming back sooner than what was said about. I haven't really seen anything since to say either way whether he will be coming back early or not. But like I say, mate, I haven't had time at the moment with my missus being in that hospital and that to really look into it too much. But for you, Michael, I'll have a look at that, mate, and I'll let you know in my next stream or whatever whether there's anything really saying either way. But I just think it's just a waiting game with that one as well, mate, to be honest. I think we're still going to be about him for a little bit. Jay says after international break. That's when he's meant to be back, is it? Interesting. I hope we don't rush him back. That's my views on it, Jay and Michael, mate. I just, for me, it would be good to get Mane back because obviously he's a quality player. But we all know if you rush a player back too soon, it can be worse. We could end up without him for longer. So I do hope we don't rush him into the fold. I hope that they make sure that he's all right to start. You know, we might see him feature in a couple of games, but not play a full game. That's probably what we see after the international break for me. Show us we have an amazing attack and a good midfield, but no defence. If Moreno is our best defender, there is something wrong. Shamash, mate, I've read that. I've read your thing a few times on that, mate. I think it's where I'm behind. Don't panic, buddy. I have read it. Matt, Gavin, FSG won't sell. They look at Arsenal and inspired to be just that. They're turning us into Arsenal. Oh, God, I hope not, Matt, mate. I do hope not, buddy. Arsenal have spent more money than FSG. Just saying, guys. Just putting it out there. Over the last 7 years, Arsenal have actually had a higher net spend than Liverpool and FSG. Just saying. Not great, is it, guys? Michael, Lallana and Mane will be back after the international break. Hey, Gavin. How are you, mate? I'm not too bad. Fuck the me, brothers. You'll never walk alone. Love it, Michael. It's said that in a while, have I, mate, in my Irish voice. Klopp will change his squad and will maybe concede one. Yeah, Matt. Hello, please. No more Clavan clangers. That would piss me off. Something chronic, says Maverick. Yes, mate. Shamish. Right, Brewster. What a player. Yeah, quality, mate. Massive future ahead for him, innit? Again, young player with a massive future ahead. Just still don't want to see him rush, you know. That's my, with all these young players, that's my views in general on it, guys. It's good that we've got these players and that they've got bright futures ahead, but you can't rush them. It's just realistically looking at it, you know. You have got to be realistically when you look at it. It's not FIFA. It's not player manager, you know. It's something that these players need bedding in. They need time to grow. You know, they're still growing as a human being as well as their football talent. So That's why you've got to be careful with them. There's a lot of money in that involved, and it can really ruin players if they're rushed in. But yeah, what a player, eh? Good to hear, Michael. Werner supports the scum. Wouldn't have him. Right. So you're saying that he's a Man United supporter. Not aware of that, Mitchell, mate. So that's interesting indeed. But in saying that, though, Jamie Carragher supported Everton, you know, and he's one of Liverpool's legends, and he I don't care who he supports really. If he comes in and scores a hat trick against Man United, I'll take that, wouldn't you, Mitchell? Rafa, welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you? Jordan Henson is genuinely the worst Liverpool midfielder I've ever seen. Yeah, I know, mate. A lot of people don't like him today. Fernand supported us in his youth. So I'm saying players do support other teams, and that you know, as long as they commit to the team that they're playing for, then all is good by me. Well done to Katie Taylor on becoming world champ. Yes, mate, indeed. Good shout there, Michael. Shemesh Marne and Alana will be back after the international break. Michael says, cool, Shemesh, can't wait to see them back. Rafa, all Henson does is kick the ball sideways and slows down play. Cool, man. Well done, Rafa. Don't forget that Chamberlain rejected Chelsea in a higher wage just to play for us and is a boyhood Liverpool fan. Exactly. I'm going to read some really quick here, guys, because I'm going to have to shut the stream down very shortly. I want to try and catch up. You have 932 subs, Daz. Well done, mate. You deserve it. Thank you very much, Michael, mate. It does mean a lot. Thank you for the shout out there. Yeah, guys, your support, you're all legends. I don't know what else to say. If it wasn't for you guys, this channel isn't just mine. It's all of ours. It's all of yours. You know, like when I do my videos and we do my streams and that, can you imagine how boring a stream would be if you guys wasn't giving me your views? It would literally just be me sitting here like, I can imagine that old Western music, you know, with that ball of whatever it is, like going and that rattlesnake, you know, like the streams would be shit, wouldn't they, guys? Just face it. Shane, you're right, Shane. How are you, Irish? I remember. Hi, Daz. How's your partner? She's not good, Shane, mate. She's not good at all. She's back in hospital on Wednesday, so and it looks like she might have to have an operation, mate. So yeah, not great at the moment, mate. But thank you for asking. Be right back. I need to eat something. Okay, fair enough, mate. Well, the stream will probably be shutting down shortly. I do apologise, but I've been on for nearly an hour, so you guys know I try my best in that, but I've got things I've got to get on with. Yes, Daz, how is your wife? Yeah, you probably just heard that, Michael, mate. Not great at the moment, but thank you for the support, guys. Do you have a Liverpool tattoo, Daz? I don't actually, Irish, mate. I haven't at the moment. It's something that my dad always told me not to get because my dad got one, but my dad had it. I don't know whether he did it himself or he had it done when he was in prison. So my dad always said to me, don't get a Liverpool tattoo because, you know, like as much as we all love a scrap in our youth and stuff, like now, like having a family and a kid and stuff like that, if I'm out and we're out drinking one night with the family and that, I don't want a tattoo to kick someone off if they're pissed up and they're like a scum fan or whatever and they want to start a fight. It's not worth having a Liverpool tattoo on show, is it? Like that could cause a fight or whatever. So, you know, I'm a very family orientated man. And if my dad tells me not to do something, then I've always listened to him. You know, he's someone that I look up to. So, Shamesh, take your time, Daz. You can take a week off and wait till your partner is better. Trust me, you can have time off. We all don't mind, bro. Thank you so much, mate. It does mean a lot. Like I say, guys, you know, like it is going to be a little bit difficult over the next week or two to keep the videos coming as flowing as what they are, and you might get a couple of short videos out of me and stuff, but I'll try my best though, guys. You know I will. Like, it's fine like this. I've been able to do this. Like, I've had an hour where I can sit down and get this up and running and that, and you know, like then once I get off, I've got things to do. Go and make sure she's all right and the kids all right and that. So, but seriously, lads, like you're all lads, like absolute legends. You're all like my family and that, and I do really appreciate the support, lads. Like it does mean a hell of a lot, and my missus does as well. I have passed on all your messages to my missus as well, guys, and she's very grateful for all your support as well. It's jumped. Give me 2 seconds. Maribor game. They're set up not to lose 7 goals and we fuck around and the squad, and it will end up 3 or 4-1. Good point there, Radio, mate. Could easily show us. Sorry, Daz, I'm watching your video for like 20 minutes behind, so I was wondering that you couldn't see my comments and I thought I was banned. No, it's totally fine, Shamash, mate. Yeah, I think where I try and read every single comment as well on the streams, I often get behind, and then even if the comments coming up as I see it on the screen. I'm reading it right there and then. There is a delay on a live stream as well, so it often does put back a bit. So if any of you guys do write a question or write a comment in there, I will get to it, guys, but you're just going to have to bear with me on it, you know. But you will get answered and replied if it's something important. Best wishes to the family and keep your fingers crossed, says Maverick. Thank you, Maverick, mate. Thank you so much, mate. Honestly, it does mean a lot. Gavin, job is going fantastic, mate. I hope the kid, the missus are keeping well as well, mate. Glad I could join you tonight. Last time I was on, we had 750 subs. Now you nearly have 1,000 to like for you, mate. Thank you, Rossi. Cheers, mate. It's wicked that the job's going good, man. I'm really happy for you, buddy. I seriously, like, this is what I mean, guys. My subscribers all do mean it a lot to me, and I do remember a lot of you guys and love to hear how your lives are going and stuff. Not just Liverpool, is it, guys? We do talk about a lot of stuff as well. And I'm made up, Gavin, mate, that job's going good. Alex, hi, I'm back. Welcome back, Alex, mate. How are you, buddy? Just heard. Hope your wife gets well soon. Thank you, Rossi, mate. You're a legend for saying that. Thank you so much. Hope your partner gets better. Daz, thanks, Ferno, my friend. Keep up the good work, Daz. I will pray that your wife will be okay. Thank you, guys. A lot of you guys have been saying that you'll pray for her and that, and it does mean a lot because I know a lot of you guys are religious and that, and it means a lot to me as well because I have like strong religion to like my beliefs and stuff. So thank you for your prayers and that as well, guys. It's really appreciated, honestly. Hope Mrs. gets better, mate. Thank you, Radiated. Sam, should I say? You were there for me, and now it's time for me to repay you, bro. So don't say thanks. Just look after your family. Seriously, Shamash, mate. I know you said don't say thanks, but thanks. Thank you so much, guys. Right, I've got to the bottom, lads. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you guys appreciated the content that I put out on this video and that. And leave a like if you haven't already, guys. Don't forget, if you're watching this back on the replay, you haven't been able to join us for this live stream, feel free to leave a comment. I do read them and I will reply as much as I can to those. And I'd love to get everyone's views on it, as I always do. You're all absolute legends for joining me. And I will pass on your best wishes to my missus, as I always do. And thank you so much for all the support, guys. You'll never walk alone. Hopefully, I can speak to you before the game gets Maribor. If not, come on the Reds. You'll never walk alone, guys. Take care. I've been on the bench. LFC.